Hey, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Night Shift. I am Nocturnal, and of course, to my left or to my right, depending on what it's looking like, this is Midnight Sly. This is episode 3, and we're doing our top favorite NBA teams. Doesn't matter why they are favorites, because we talked about it, and if we did the top 5, of course, we were going to pick Lakers, and of course, Bucks. You're going to pick the team that had the best record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, at least for the top 5, like top 5 in general, looking at the top 5 before they ended, the top 5 was Lakers, then the Bucks, Clippers, Raptors, then OKC. That was easy. Like, I would have picked maybe 4 of those.
Yeah.
4 of those I would have been like, yeah. I don't know about OKC, but...
Nah, not OKC. But, like, that before the top 4, like, if you go by just what teams are the best, our list would be pretty similar because you have to go by what the numbers show. Whereas favorite teams, you know, it can be for whatever reason. Where it doesn't matter if you like just one player and hate the other 14 guys. It doesn't matter if you just like the team color. It doesn't matter if you don't like a team or like a team because they don't have or have a lot of championships. It don't matter. Just top 5 favorite teams of all time.
Exactly. So
we'll trade off. How about we do this thing where we trade off? Like, so we'll go from 5 to 1. So we go from our our 5th favorite to our very favorite, and then we keep trading. So I'll do 5, 5, 4, 4, that kind of thing.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so I'll go first. 5th favorite team all time. So it doesn't matter how well they're doing this season, just all time favorite. I really want to, it was like a very tough. I want to do honorable mentions after this, but my number 5th was actually the Golden State Warriors. And this was before. Okay, this sounds like I'm riding the hype train because of all the chips they won. I'm aware of the dynasty, but I was following the Warriors, or like I was watching them a little bit even before they had this whole thing. Back when their logo was some weird orange. I'll put it up on the screen here. Some like weird orange, like shadow night kind of thing. Yeah. And I just always liked the fact that like. It said Golden State Warriors. I was like, what the fuck is Golden State? Like, I didn't know what that was. Yeah. I was looking for like a city. I googled Golden State, and like as a kid, and so I just always liked that. I like underdogs, and for somehow I think before Steph Curry obviously made that franchise what it is, but before that they were like the worst team in California, and that includes the Sacramento Kings because at least they have a defined city. The Golden State Warriors has nothing.
Nothing.
And that's why they're my 5th favorite all time.
And you know what's funny? Because Steph Curry, like, popped out of nowhere. He was there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But, like, I never heard of that nigga until that fucking game where he just popped off.
Mm-hmm.
Then Golden State, all of a sudden, it's like, dang, Golden State's sick. I'm like, wait, what? Who the fuck are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they existed until fucking Steph Curry just started putting up buckets. I don't know what he did. And he was already putting up buckets. That's the part. But then they just became some type of monster. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Just to add just a little bit of before we go into Kevin's 5th favorite team is like, one thing I understand that when Golden State became a super team is when they got Kevin Durant. Like, of course, you had 2 top 5 guys on the same team. But like before that, people were already like calling them like, oh, it's too OP. Their team is too many stars, but like their stars were drafted, so like that's what a team is supposed to do. Like, what do you want? Is one guy supposed to carry the entire team, and that's the only way that you call it a legitimate championship? Because if they have 2 all-stars, you're like, oh no, it's broken. Like I find that idea so stupid. What people qualify as a super team.
Anything about LeBron and AD, so
yeah. Oh, now they're not saying anything about LeBron and AD. The coach, real quick, last thing. The coach of the Warriors, Steve Kerr, when they found out about AD being traded to Los Angeles, Steve Kerr, who was overseeing Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Boogie Cousins, that guy, he was like, that's unfair to the league. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker.
Come on, bro.
And now he's complaining that he doesn't have enough help. Bitch, now in the NBA is too hard. The NBA is too hard for Steve Kerr now that he doesn't have a whole like 9 all-stars on his roster. It's so retarded.
Yes, I'm telling you. I'm like, dude, he had the Splash Brothers. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
You had Clay, you had fucking Steph Curry, you had even Draymond was doing shit. Come on, bro. Even Draymond was putting up buckets. You can't tell me, dude.
Oh.
You can't tell me.
But anyway, Kev, what's your 5th?
My fifth, only for the fact that one, when OKC, the Thunder.
Okay.
The reason I picked the Thunder, one, the colors. I just like the colors. I think they're nice. Two, when Westbrook was on the team, I used to follow that nigga. I love anybody who can, no matter what the situation is, no matter who you playing or what the game, can put up 50, 40, 50 points by yourself. Still getting rebounds, still splashing threes. I like anybody who can do that. I don't care what team you're on, what defender you're looking at. It doesn't matter who the team was. He was putting up 50, 40, 50 points. I love that. Also, Steven Adams, that tall fucking Samoan nigga.
I always said he looks like Aquaman.
Facts.
He looks like Aquaman.
Dead ass. It's nothing like seeing that nigga dunk, and he's tall. I don't know what it is about the way he dunks, but like, it's clean. I just like it. So yeah, just mostly for the colors and Westbrook. But now Westbrook's on the Rockets, so
sad. But OKC, I think, always has that, like, because it's like, I think it's either them or the Pelicans, but like very new teams, like within the past decade, which is extremely new because the NBA never adds new teams really. So
exactly.
OKC to like. Most teams have to like spend 20 years being dog shit before they get something decent. Yeah, but OKC was able to like have Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden all on the same team, and even though they all obviously went their separate ways, they are extremely lucky and they should be extremely grateful that they had those stars because most franchises don't have that at all. Look, Clippers are just got relevant recently.
Man, fuck the Clippers. Anyway, but the fact that OKC was able to even make the top 5 with the record is crazy with the team that they have. Yeah. They for the team that they have, the fact that they were able, not only Westbrook moved teams and they were able to top Rockets on top of that. When you have 2 stars like that, you feel me?
Yeah, 100%.
That is crazy.
Not 2 stars, not 2 All-Stars, no, 2 MVPs.
2 MVPs. That's what kills it. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna give you your props, and especially for the fact that
they couldn't pass over OKC. Yeah,
you lost somebody dropping 40, 50 points a game every game. Not every once in a while he dropping 30. No, every game. I think Westbrook, like, didn't he break a record for having the most triple doubles?
Yeah. He averaged a triple double like on his stat line. He averaged a triple double for the 3rd season in a row. Which I think it was somebody else's old record, but like
exactly.
Like points is one thing. You can always find like almost every team has somebody who can average more than 20 points a game. Every team has that.
Exactly.
But like to find somebody who can 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Like I always respect Russell Westbrook because he doesn't give a fuck if he's playing if he's playing in like Minnesota Timberwolves on a Tuesday night, it's raining, he doesn't have any All-Stars on his team, he doesn't give a fuck. He'll still be like, pass me the ball. He'll be like, I don't give a fuck. The fans paid for this. I got this.
Exactly, and then on top of that, taunt while he's doing it. Oh my god, I love it. When I forgot what he did, I forgot who it was on, but this nigga said,
"Yeah, rockabye." He put them to sleep.
Oh shit! I said, "Stop, bro." I said, "Nah, it's too soon." This nigga, babies, easy. I was like, "See, I respect you," because it's not like he's taunting without purpose. He taunted because I'm slapping them, and watch me continue. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, so OKC for sure.
Yeah. My 4th favorite team of all time, and this is just, and I'm a strident Lakers fan. Let me make that perfectly clear. My 4th favorite team of all time is the Boston Celtics. I just love legacies. Man.
I'll give you that one, yeah.
I love rivalries. Like, it's such a good storyline, even though Boston and Celtics like won all their championships in like the 60s, so I think it's bullshit that they're considered comparable to the Lakers. But you gotta give them props, like, and I love, like, if Boston Celtics for whatever reason were just like to shut down and like cancel their team and everything, I would actually be sad because they're like, nah, you don't get to die until we pass you in chips. Like that's when you can die. You cannot die ahead of us. That's bullshit.
Exactly, you die behind us.
Then you can fuck off. But like I always love that.
Watching Lakers and Celtic games in my house. Lakers posters everywhere. Kobe and fucking Shaq. You got Derek Fisher. All of them. I'm talking about just like I remember my first game. It was a Lakers versus Celtics, and that's when I really started.
Oh shit.
Oh, I get one there. Like when it was the Garnett era, like and Kobe, and just having those two, not even just those two, but just those teams back then just going head to head. Those games were explosive every single time. There's nothing about a rivalry that doesn't make a game good. Like having people go head to head and being able to be like, damn, they pissed off.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's
what
like
makes the game good.
what makes like even better. Like I think what makes the best TV is like when two players have beef and they play each other. That's one thing. But when their teams have beef, and so the players make it their beef, that is the best thing to watch. And that's what happened with KG and Kobe Bryant. Like they took their legacies, their team's legacies on their shoulders. Like, I bet. Like, I got no problem with you off the court, but you wearing that fucking 4-leaf clover. I'll fucking see you there.
Exactly. Exactly. I'll see you at the game.
I'll see you,
Hell
bitch. That's why I love the Celtics. I love them just for the fact like I always love legacies, and the Boston Celtics have a pretty decent legacy. But you know, once we hit 18 chips and they're stuck at 17, they can fuck off. But for now, they're my fourth.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, my number 4. This one was kind of close because I didn't know. There's a lot of teams out like, and for me, I really only have a top 3, but having a top 5 was for the video. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of went Rockets 1. That's my 4th pick.
Okay.
Rockets are interesting. I just think their team comp is very interesting in the way they play. Like, Harden is only good at the beginning of the game for some reason. I don't understand.
Oh my god.
This man will pop off the beginning of the game. At the end of the game,
he'll drop like fucking 50 in 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter have 2 points and like 9 fouls. I'm like, bro.
Yes. I'm like, how? My man. That's why if Harden really like stayed on his shit, they'd probably be higher on my list. And then they also got Westbrook, and I just fuck with Westbrook, which we've already re-explained, so I don't need to go back into that. But I think Rockets could have been higher on my list if Harden played the 4th quarter. He doesn't play the 4th quarter. You can't tell me Harden plays 4th quarter. Watch any of the highlights of the Rockets. By 4th quarter, Harden is asleep. There's only a few games where like if he's shit in the beginning, he's good at the end. If he's good in the beginning, he's bad at the end. He can't be consistent on both ends of the court. By the end of the game, I get it though. It's like I played 30 minutes. I'm tired. Like I need to go sit down. But like it's not even like he's tired. It's like he forgets how to play defense. Yeah. He forgets how to shoot. I'm like, what's going on, bro? what's happening? But Rockets, their team comp is just, I don't know, it's weird the way they play. And I think it's just interesting to watch how they like come out and play. And I think that's more why they're my 4th than anything. But yeah, I wish Harden would play.
Yeah.
At the end of the game.
Like that's the worst thing. Like, it's not even just like 4th quarters, but like he'll choke a playoff series. Whereas, at least in the regular season, he'll be good in the first half of the game and then choke in the second half. But in the playoffs, he'll just choke the entire thing. The Kevin Durant injury that happened in the 2019 postseason, that shit happened in the middle of the Warriors-Rockets series. And so everybody's thinking, all right, well, they still got the Splash Brothers, so the Warriors will probably still come out on top. But the Rockets will take a game. Like, no way they're going 2-0 against a team without Kevin Durant. Nope. Harden straight choked it. He did not win a single game on a Warriors team without Kevin Durant. He lost to the 2014 version of the Golden State Warriors, and that for me is like unforgivable, which is why I never really consider him. People are like say he like numbers wise, if you just look at like points, he'll probably be like top 10 scorers of all time. But just like players, when it comes to clutch, because you have to clutch, like that's the ultimate thing, and he is not clutch. He's the anti-clutch. Like if I'm watching Kobe and I want to fuck him up, I'm just like, all right, here, take some of James Harden's beard. Boom. Now you're not gonna hit anything. There you're done. You're brick. You're brick now. Also, he dribbles too damn much.
He dribbled way too damn.
He's like behind the legs, between the legs, and then he'll shoot and miss. I'm like, bro, what was the point of all that flash? Just hit the shot.
Exactly. Just hit the shot. I don't know. I think a lot of people. It's okay to play for the fans. I think that's important. So flash, being able to do plays that are flashy is important. I get that, but if you're not gonna make the shot, you might as well just shoot.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And especially if you're losing, especially don't fucking flash if you're losing.
Exactly. If you're losing, you better just focus on the shots. I don't care if you gotta lay up your way in, figure something out. Cause you flashing at the 3-point, doing a step back and missing, pisses me off. It pisses me off. I don't want to see that shit. If that shit ain't going in, don't do it. It's like somebody shooting from half court, like, and walking away, knowing they're not gonna make that shit.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
All right, number 3 for me is it's not really much of a shocker. I just like this team, the Miami Heat. That's just for me. I've always loved, personally for me, D Wade. Like that's one of my favorite players. And the fact that, like, if they had only won their chips with LeBron, that would be just okay. Another team LeBron carries, but they did win a chip without LeBron in 2006, and that's why I always like put them. And they always manage to stay somewhat relevant. I mean, they're never, of course, they're not like championship pumping machines like the Lakers, the Dubs. Like they're not like that. But when like their coaching and their front office, they know how to gather around players. And right now, even in the 2020 NBA season, I think they were 4th seed. I forgot which seed exactly, but they were up there. And that team just got put together this season, so they could probably make a final somewhere in the next 3 years because Jimmy Butler's a machine.
Hell yeah.
And the Heat have a decent amount of like legacy behind them between Alonzo Mourning, D Wade, LeBron, and now Jimmy Butler. So they're building their own legacy right now. They're laying the groundwork to be the next great team in the next 10 years.
Also, they got some good colors.
They got some fire. They got some fire colors.
They have some fire like jerseys though, like the one it's night shift colors actually. Now that I think about it, that night shift colored Heat jersey.
Yeah, I love those.
Pop that.
100%.
That's just clean. That's clean. The Heat, I think the Heat had, like, especially with D Wade, they had high potential before LeBron came and got the ring. Like, I think the Heat in general just has this type of aura around them where they can build a team. And like you said, in the next 3 years, I'm sure they can catch one for sure.
Yeah.
At least playoff potential. Like, I think so. 100%.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much my 3rd favorite team. Kevin, what's yours?
Mine is...
This should be interesting.
It's not going to be surprising either. It's the Pelicans. Listen, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
One...
If I hear Zion, I'm going to smack you.
Smack me then. I watched Zion in high school.
I'm sorry. Mike.
Sorry, Mike. Pelicans. One, I was born in Louisiana, so I've always watched Pelican basketball.
Okay.
Of course, I also watched Lakers as well, but I always kept up with Pelicans. Though, again, Pelicans had AD, so that was the main reason I watched before he went Lakers. AD was trying to carry them to a ring. AD needed some help.
Didn't get them past the second round, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, shut the fuck up. But just from being home team, you always rep home team whether you believe in them or not. Also, the fact that again, now they have Zion. I like Pelicans before then, but again, now that they have Zion, I think Lonzo played better for the Pelicans than he ever did for the Lakers.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
No, hell yeah. No,
okay.
nah.
Okay.
Debate that.
We'll debate that.
Listen, we can. Look, I tell you what. Lonzo, his rookie year was garbage. Absolutely ass. His defense was the only thing really keeping him on the Lakers. His actual, like, attacking like he was in high school.
Maybe not Magic Johnson kicking his ass, but continue.
Yeah, that too. But my thing is, the fact that, one, Lonzo attacked in his high school. It's like he's scared to play. I said that before. The man gets on the court and is, like, afraid to attack. He's like, his passing is great.
Okay.
I think the only thing that he really had was, one, passing, two, defense. Which, again, even then, his defense wasn't the best. But that's the only thing that was really keeping him on the court for me, was the fact that he had defense. But I think his actual connection with Zion now, again, of course, they're not playing right now, but before, their actual passing and their actual Zion being able to get in and actually destroy under the hoop. One, Zion's a fucking monster, and you can't tell me he's not.
I can tell you,
You can't tell me he's not. This man.
He's the fourth option on his own team, but all right.
Fourth option, but man, as a rookie, who
He's
did
not a
better?
rookie no more. He's a
Lonzo.
junior.
He's a junior now, but before, as a rookie, when he came into the game, who did better, Lonzo or him? Run it.
But Zion got hurt.
No.
Zion got hurt.
Oh, listen. Okay, and Lonzo got hurt when he was on the Lakers.
Because of his dad's busted ass shoes.
Listen. But tell me, at the beginning of the rookie years of Lonzo and Zion, comparing the two, who dropped more points?
I'm pretty sure it was Zion, but I have to check the numbers on that. The only thing I will give here's the thing I will give you about Lonzo is like, I guess he is like, I would say he's probably better than most point guards in the league. I'll give him that.
Yes,
but
100%.
On the other side of that, this is favorite, so there's no way I can't tell him you shouldn't be liking Pelicans, but I can tell him I can tell him Alonzo's ass. I'll tell him that all day.
Well, yeah,
but
Lonzo is, like I said, I liked him in high school. The man was aggressive. He knew he was good, and he took that to his opponents and was like, "Get off me! Like, don't touch me.
Okay.
I can actually do shit." He had good passing. His defense was good. He was actually being aggressive. He got to the league. It was like aggression left his whole entire body, and he played passive. Why?
all right.
When he played the way if he played the way he played in high school, like Zion took, it's like people who don't change from. I feel like people get this mindset. Okay, I'm in the NBA now. I have to play different. I have to do stuff. Why change what works? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Why go in changing what works? When Zion switched from high school over to college, he played the same. When he went from college to the NBA, he played the same. Granted, he did get hurt, but the fact is, Zion dropping 30 points as a rookie into, again now, a junior.
Okay.
He was dropping 25, 30 points.
Okay, well, here's what I'll say about Lonzo, and it's funny because this has become a Lonzo debate when this was about Pelicans.
Yeah,
but
it's about Pelicans. Yeah.
What I'll say about Lonzo is that, okay, I'll give he is above, like he is top. I would say maybe 25% of the NBA, but in comparison to other rookies, he has not played so well, and maybe it's too early to tell because not only is it's his first year in the Pelicans, but it's also his third year, which really isn't that old. It's not new,
Exactly.
but it's not old. But so we'll see on that. But as for the Pelicans organization as a whole, well, they had to earn something, earn their stuff. Also, they play in like the most like fucking it's commercialized arena. It's called like the Smoothie King Arena.
Yeah.
I can't. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get this excellent game in the Smoothie King Arena. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't with the Smoothie King Arena. They gotta change that name. But anyway,
Look,
honorable third pick. It's a good third pick. Okay.
Yes.
Now here's my second favorite, and it's kind of funny. Is I'm kind of picking a bunch of Laker enemies, as much as a Lakers fan I am. But my second favorite all-time team is the San Antonio Spurs. I fucking love that team. I love that team. I've loved Tim Duncan. I love Tim Robinson. People like often compare because like to LeBron, there's Kevin Durant. Like those are the two that people are like, all right, that's your number one enemy because they see each other in the finals all the time. But for Kobe, if I had to pick one like finals enemy, like somebody he had to keep getting through over and over, because like there's no real dominant team in the East throughout 2000 and 2010. Like the finals teams kept switching, whereas the teams in the West, and if you're playing in the NBA in the West from 2000 to 2010, you gotta see the Lakers or you gotta see the San Antonio Spurs. You gotta see one of them. The East kept switching between Celtics, between the fucking Brooklyn Nets. Like I don't even recall, but like you had to see one of the either Lakers or the Spurs, and I have to say Tim Duncan got like. He had to do it by himself, whereas Kobe did have Shaq for the first few years. And then the moment that Kobe Bryant, like he plateaued up to 2010, whereas Tim Duncan got I think 2 more rings after that. And they're around the same age. You know, they just both recently entered the Hall of Fame. So for that, and also the colors again are fly.
Yeah.
And
anybody likes a black and silver.
Of course. And the Spurs, like what they're most universally known for is they're like their rigid coach. They're kind of like the Patriots of the NBA, where it's like fuck flash, fuck how many All-Stars you have. I don't care if you're an MVP. If you're coming to this team, you're gonna play in our system. And Tim Duncan's first, you're second. And like people were immediately jumping on him like, yo, that's not how you win. Look at the Golden State Warriors. What you gotta do is have a lot of flash, make people want to come to you. Spurs like, nah, fuck all that shit. And you know what? The Spurs wound up with more chips than the Dubs. So that's just my preference. I just love the San Antonio Spurs. And if I wasn't a Lakers fan, I'd probably be a Duncan fan.
You could still be a Duncan fan and be a Lakers fan.
But like, I'm talking about like first. Like if I had to, if the Lakers weren't a thing, I would be a San Antonio fan above anything else. Even if the Clippers were here, I'd still be like, nah, that's ass. Fuck Blake Griffin.
Fuck the Clippers. Don't even bring the Clippers.
We'll do a top 5 hated teams. That's coming. Don't worry.
Oh my God, the Clippers can.
But anyway,
I'm still pissed that the Lakers without CP. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I'm done.
All right. Your second favorite team?
My second favorite team. I just like the Greek Freak, so I just say Bucks.
Oh my God.
I love the Greek Freak. Who doesn't like a skinny, tall black dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he is like the Kevin Garnett, but Kevin Garnett, Kevin Garnett, but also Kevin Durant. Where like they're fucking 7 feet tall, they're skinny, but at least Giannis are like, nah, I can't. Giannis realized, okay, I don't have a jump shot, so I'm gonna need a dunk. So let me put on some weight, let me put on some muscle. Kevin Garnett and Kevin Durant both had like jump shots, especially Kevin Durant. Like Kevin Durant, like he knew like, all right, I'm not getting to the fucking rim because people are just gonna shove me away. I weigh 85 pounds, but Giannis was like had the same around body type around like their rookie year. He realized, all right, I'm not jump shotting, so I'm gonna dunk. And now, if you like, he was skinny then. He's still kind of skinny compared to other big men.
No, but he's bigger.
But he's bigger now. Like he looks like Dwight Howard, straight up just walking around like that shit.
And my thing is, this is the thing about the Greek Freak. They killed me. It's like he doesn't see anybody. He's like, it doesn't matter who's in front of him, all-star or not. He's gonna dunk. Get the fuck out the way or block my shot, whatever you need to do. But I'm gonna dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's disgusting. Like, just his play style in general, it's not even technical. It's just like it flows. It's like loose, but enough to where he stiffens up like right in the paint. It's clean. I just like anybody who can stand out amongst any type of team. Like he can stand out on any team. I feel like no matter what team he would go to, he would stand out some way, somehow. Definitely on the way to being, I think, an all-star. I think he's already there, but I think...
Well, he's already an all-star. Like, he already has an all-star MVP. In my opinion, I would put him over LeBron to be an MVP this year, even though... just for the fact that the Bucks have a better record, and also for the fact that Giannis doesn't have any like second star. He has Chris Middleton, which is like a second all-star, but not like a fucking monster. Whereas LeBron, half of the Laker roster right now have rings on their fingers. Like might be old, but half of them are championship winning players. Whereas Giannis has fucking nobody, and he's in Milwaukee. He ain't getting no free agents. He is not getting no free agents.
Nobody's going to the Bucks.
Fuck the Bucks.
That doesn't.
But
and the fact they have the fact that they do have a better record. They went 53-11, and Lakers went 49-13. Like, obviously, Lakers are still 1 over them. Mm-hmm. They're 1, and Bucks are 2. But I don't know, to be able to do that with a team that's really not doing much.
Yeah.
And have a better record, but 2, just dominating. Yeah. It's not like he's chilling out in the background and he's getting points. No, he's dominating the entire game. It's disgusting. Yeah. I love that shit. So Greek Freak.
And just the final note on the Greek Freak is like he's only 27. He has not really hit his prime yet. He's not hit his prime yet.
Exactly.
He's gonna get better.
That's the scary part. This man is going somewhere.
He is top two. Like some people like again will swap between like him, LeBron, maybe Kawhi in there, like as the top 3 best players. And Kawhi is like 31. LeBron's 35. Giannis is 27. He is not in his prime yet.
When this man, I'm telling you, when this man hits 30, I'm about to be scared.
Oh yeah. I think he'll be the best player in the league. Even if he doesn't, I think like what the tragic thing is like he's super loyal to the Bucks. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, it means like he probably won't leave, and if the front office they've done like a good job of keeping him relevant with like people who aren't big names and aren't necessarily like championship winners, but they're solid. But if if they like start fucking that up, and I would hate to see Giannis be like the only good player on this team, and they like get like the 7th seed and just keep losing and losing and losing. Like,
yeah. So I'm hoping that but again, they're doing good.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna make the finals this year.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
I would love to see a Lakers Bucks go off.
Yeah,
I really would. That'd be sick.
That would be.
I want to see. That would be. Oh man, that'd be clean. I would have to buy a ticket.
All right.
I'd have to be there.
But all right, so here we are. It's just gonna be a giant suck off for LeBron.
Yeah,
but we both got. Okay, we'll just say we both got the Lakers. But before that, he said that he had top 3, so he kind of just like added 2. I actually did have to like struggle with this decision, so I'm gonna name off my 3 honorable mentions. People who would be like 6 through 8. And for me, it would be the Knicks. As ass as they are, I just love big city teams, and they got legacy. I love that shit. They are dog shit. Don't get me wrong. They are absolute dog shit.
Nigga,
do not misinterpret.
Pull the leash out.
They are dog shit. I'll give you that.
Oh fuck! All right.
It would be the Knicks, the Raptors. I just love like the only team that's not in the United States. I would love that shit.
I'll give you that.
I like the Raptors, and just because Steve Nash is like my god, I'll go with the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. I love seeing Dirk and Steve Nash go off. Like I love watching their highlights and shit. Yeah. Like a guy who career averaged 44% 3-point shooting. So you can't like if you have to go out and get him. So you have to go outside the 3-point line, and then if you go after him, all right, cool. I'll just pass it to the fucking 7-foot Dirk Nowitzki, easy dunk. Exactly. And there's like no way to stop that shit. So that's why I would have put the fucking Knicks, the Raptors, and the Mavericks as my like honorable mentions. And I was so close to swapping out the Mavericks for the Warriors, but just for the fact that the Warriors, you know what they are, I had to give them the 5th spot.
I'm actually not too mad about those. The Knicks, everything else, I'm okay with that. The Knicks.
Okay, let me say Knicks pre 1985, like okay, even 1990s, like because they still had Patrick Ewing. So, like, before 2000, let's go with pre-2000 Knicks. Because even though they weren't winning in the 90s, at least they were, like, being relevant. They had big names. Yeah. Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing. Like, they were still relevant. After that, when all they did was, like, try to throw money at players and, like, not really caring if they were good. Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony's straight dog shit. Let me just throw that in there. I wish he would get out the league. But anyway, old ass. Anyway, like...
He's fucked up.
But yeah, I like pre-2000 Knicks. I like pre-2000 Knicks. But anyway, Lakers time. Obviously, we're both from Los Angeles. We're both from Los Angeles. Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, like the Shaq. A whole little like subsection we should do is like try to do the even Derek Fisher. We should do like a Lakers Mount Rushmore where you try to pick the 4 best Lakers players and put them on that mountain, because that shit would be so hard. You want to do that right now?
Okay, hold on. I gotta. Well, Kobe's up there.
Okay. So like let's do some automatics. Kobe automatically, Magic Johnson automatically, right? Like those are just guaranteed.
So you said top 4, right?
Top 4, Mount Rushmore. You know, so there's 4 heads on that bitch. Got to put 4 heads. Kobe's one, Magic Johnson's the other. Now, what I kind of get fishy is, and people also immediately put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on there, and also Wilt Chamberlain. But for my thing is, like, even though they won championships for the Lakers, they were on other teams first. So, like, I gotta take that into consideration. Like, I can't immediately put somebody who was on a different team automatically on the Lakers Rushmore. Magic and Kobe wore purple and gold their entire career.
Exactly. And you can't take that away from them either.
Yeah.
Loyal as shit. I think that's what probably the Greek Freak is going for, too. Even though it's the Bucks.
Yeah, shit. He's probably already on the Bucks Mount Rushmore. He hasn't really won anything yet. The Bucks just don't have anybody like noticeable.
Exactly.
I can't really think of anybody.
But again, they're solid. I think they have a chance to, if they keep their lineup and maybe if they can add somebody else good. They don't have to be an all-star, but some other good players. Like they're the only reason they're 2nd seed, but the fact they have more wins than the Lakers, who have 2 all-stars. Wait, how many all-stars?
It's like,
technically 2.
Well, if you count Dwight Howard, he hasn't been an all-star recently, but if you count Dwight Howard, that's like 8 all-star appearances right there.
Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any questions about the Bucks' future. You and me both agree. Like they have a bright ass future. They keep doing what they're doing. They're not bothering to spend money on free agents. They're trying to like put money into their team that they have right now.
Team.
But
Exactly.
pass wise, they don't really have much, which is why I said
exactly.
Giannis is probably already the best player to ever play for the Bucks, and he hasn't accomplished much yet.
Exactly.
But
I don't know.
but anyway,
Like,
for the
3 years,
Lakers, I would put like Magic Johnson, Kobe, Kareem, just for the fact that he was a Lakers player who won them all with Magic Johnson, and he still is like the all-time leading amount of points. Like nobody else in the NBA has more points than Kareem, so I'd put him as third. Now that fourth spot, I'm gonna rattle off some names and I'll see what you think. All right, Shaq, Wilt Chamberlain, Paul Gasol, Derek Fisher, James Worthy,
Gasol.
Jerry
I forgot
West.
about that.
Jerry West. Like all these are really good names.
Yeah. I fucking forgot about Paul Gasol.
I love Paul
He used to be
Gasol.
my nigga.
Paul
That
Gasol would
nigga
be.
with the hook.
I would like.
Hook.
Yeah, I don't think I can put
Oh,
Paul
fuck.
on the top 4 all
No,
time.
no.
But like, I just love him. Like, if I had to, if
I do love
I had
him.
4 more heads, he'd be there.
He'd be there for sure. I fucking forgot. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Paul. Damn. You said it, and I was like,
Damn.
I
Paul.
forget my tall white nigga with the hook in the middle. Come on, bro.
He went
I
to
love
3 NBA Finals with Kobe being Bryant. And that's just like when Kobe was like really salty about losing Shaq, so like nobody wanted to play with him. Paul was like, "Nah, I can take that.
Yep, let me in.
I
Here
got this."
come. I got this. Yeah.
For me, I think the
Lose
fourth
that
would
Shaq,
probably have to
probably.
go to Shaq, just for the fact that
Yeah.
he three-peated, which is something that hadn't been done since Jordan, and before Jordan, it hadn't been done since the Celtics. So I would probably have to give it to Shaq. So like that would be our 4: Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Shaq,
Kobe.
and it hurts my heart to leave Wilt Chamberlain out, but that's how it gotta be.
It ain't hurting me that much. I didn't think the Shaq Kobe duo is like a big staple in Lakers. Honestly,
Yeah.
just the fact, one, yeah, again the three-peat, but the fact that like when I grew up watching Shaq and Kobe, it's kind of like a big part of my mind. So I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
We'll leave it there. But anyway, that's our top 5 favorite teams in the NBA, plus our Lakers Mount Rushmore. A little bonus feature for you there.
Exactly.
And thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode. Rogue Energy, code Night Shift, 10% off. You're chilling in your quarantine bubble. You might as well get some energy for the day.
Exactly. This shit's bomb too.
It's delicious. Anyway, peace out. Deuces.